Hello, I'm Duarte Pedreira. I am the Global Head of Trade and Working Capital Finance for Crown Agents Bank, board member for the ITFA, and also the chair of the newly created TFCOP task force. One of the things that most people ask me is, okay, so what is the genesis of trade finance? What is the raison d'etre, the purpose of trade finance? Why does it exist? And it's interesting because as practitioners, we tend not to think about it. But in a nutshell, in between importers and exporters, there are a number of risks that separate them. Normally, as I say, an importer will want to pay as late as possible. An exporter will want to get paid as early as possible. So, of course, these two streams sit on opposite ends of the scale. And the reason for an exporter to want to be paid early and for an importer to want to pay as late as possible is that there are a whole host of risks sitting between them. For one, country risks, where a country may run out of hard currency and hence an importer may lose its ability to pay an exporter. Or the flip side of that, a country might go into trouble with the world authorities, as it were, and lose its ability to export whatever is trying to export. Then, of course, commercial risks, which boil down to the individual entities' abilities to fulfill their obligations under contracts. For the importer, the obligation to pay, and for the exporter, the obligation to deliver. And you can add so many more. You can add currency risks, obviously. If the importer's local currency depreciates a lot, and the importer is given a long repayment deadline, then of course it runs the risk that its receivables in local currency won't be able to generate enough hard currency to repay the exporter. So what does trade finance do? Trade finance is where the financial sector comes in, knight in shining armor, to save the day and bridge all of these risks. The financial sector takes the risks from importers and exporters, and of course, in return, asks for due compensation. But it's not just that. The financial sector also offers, aside from credit support and risk support, also offers much needed funding to bridge cash flow gaps that may exist for both importers and exporters. So in conclusion, trade finance is absolutely critical to keep the world developing, growing, and of course, different nations trading with one another, which is, regardless of current political circumstances and theoretical views, still, in my opinion, a must-have in the current world where we live in.